had Rothgar was a natural 20, Theria was 18, Sully was 4, and Moonflower was 1.
Yes, I remember that.
Feel good about this fight. We're down a man. I mean, we beat her last time, but now we can do it on hard mode.
Down a man and down more than half my spell slots, and
Right.
I think I'm down to half my fucking hit points.
I'm gonna mirror image before I run in at her.
My armor won't even explode anymore.
Did we get a short rest? We didn't get a fucking rest at all.
Yep.
Nope.
Nope.
That's brutal.
Dun dun dun.
You may have to rely on Aaron.
The kindness of strangers.
Aaron picking up somewhere in an hour and coming to save us.
Exploding from inside of her. Maybe he was swallowed.
All right. So, who wants to give a recap? Or should I say, Kurt, let's hear the recap.
Yeah, this is pretty easy. The old lady attacked. We came reasonably close to defeating her, but she was in initially a dive to swat people off of her. But that turned into a fall. She fell directly onto Aaron Soon, who used his box of Calico to instantly transport them both to Calico. We followed, but we saw no sign of her or Aaron. Instead, there was just an orc who we just blew up. We followed a trail we found to where we thought they were going to throw Aaron into a furnace, but it appears as though the princess came, or we think it was the princess came and took him away. Rothgar tried to follow the princess using his cloak, but really couldn't find her and came across some other old human woman. We wound up trailing the dragon back to the cupcake store, where I charged in, smacked her with my shield, or I cast Investiture of Ice and charged in and smacked her with my shield.
All right.
I think Theria was sneaking around the back, and Rothgar
That's right.
and Moonflower were outside behind me.
All right. Okay, so we are at the cupcake. We are in the Famous Calico Cupcake Factory, Bakery, and there is some ice on the floor that looks very thin, and you could fall through it. That was her attempt to stop Sully. It did not work because he could fly. So Rothgar, you're up.
Am I able to see this frail ground?
Yes. Yeah, it's obvious.
Do I perceive a way around it?
Yeah, you can get around it.
All right. I'm gonna run up to her. How does she look right now?
Casual.
Like she's
She looks like she is waiting on her cupcakes. You know, she doesn't look particularly threatened or bothered by your all's appearance.
Like business up front, party in the back.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't know it, but beneath my armor, I am also wearing casual wear. So
That's right.
beneath my armor, I'm naked, which is always casual.
Nothing casual about that.
All right. Yeah, so I will move around the icy floor and approach her. And I'm going to go ahead and just use, instead of attacking her this turn, I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself here. So there are now 4 of me.
Okay.
And anytime she tries to attack me, well, she might not.
Okay.
And that's basically my turn at the moment.
All right. Now there are 4 of you. Okay, so Theria.
So I'm in the kitchen, right?
Yep.
And is the door open to the front room?
Yeah, it's just the door's open to the counter area, and you can see her standing at the counter.
How big is that room?
That you're in or they are in?
No, that they're in.
Let's see. We'll say 40 by 40.
Okay. Hmm. All right, and I've seen. Was it Sully who took a run at her with the shield?
Yep.
All right, then I guess I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark, and then take a couple shots at her. Do I get any kind of advantage for shooting at her from behind?
Yeah, you get advantage.
All right. 19.
Let's see. I believe that's a miss.
Second roll's a 29.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right. Seven plus 3 plus 5. 16. 16 fire damage.
Okay.
And as long as I can still see her, I'm going to stay where I am. I'm not
Okay.
going to go through the door.
All right. So she turns and sees you blast her with the fire. You notice it doesn't do as much damage as you had hoped.
Of course.
And she kind of looks around the room.
Looks around my room or her room?
She looks at you and then looks around the whole room. And kind of shrugs. So, Sully, you're up.
I'm going to delay and wait to see what Moonflower does.
All right. And it's Moonflower.
I'm pull out of my pack a monkey's paw, and I put it to my ear and attempt to listen to the thoughts of the old lady. Assuming that she's within 20 feet of me right now.
It's probably the weirdest action I've ever heard.
All right. Let me send you an email.
Actions are always good too. When Moonflower pulls out the monkey's paw, the roaches, the cockroaches crawling around his vest start hissing.
If I could spell and help. Okay. The email has been sent.
That was definitely nothing like the action I thought he was going to take and that I was delaying for.
You were thinking Death Star?
Something like it.
That star's been used already, unfortunately. I'm guessing that's my action for the turn. So.
Yeah, if you want to, I mean, if there's a message you want to relay, I'll let you do that. If you want to say anything or
Turns on us.
react or shrug.
I'll shrug.
What does a shrug look like from a mind flayer?
Just a waving of tentacles. Just
Not any different from every other facial expression.
I communicate with the group that she's at full power. So
Oh, good.
to be careful.
So, having seen him monkey paw his way through the round, I'm gonna move to just sort of wherever Rothgar is. I'm gonna move so that I'm on the other side of her, that we're flanking. But I'm not moving out of her reach. I am going to cast a 5th level bestow curse, giving her disadvantage on wisdom saves.
Okay.
Interesting.
DC 19 wisdom saves for her to not be cursed.
Nope. She is not cursed.
My turn.
I was gonna say, can't you curse her to be like afraid of dwarves or something? There's 4 of me.
Okay. The round has ended.
Legendary action.
So suddenly,
Turncoat.
there's a loud crash and something kind of explodes from the ceiling and then lands on the ground, and you see the dinged up, beaten up male of Aaron, and he slowly raises from the ground, his left arm clearly limp, dents all over his body. His one of his eyes dented so badly that he can barely even open it.
You're back.
And he's just he looks around the room for a moment, and then he sees the old lady, and he just absolutely goes nuts. Am I acting right now, Peter? Doing an action?
Go ahead and yeah, I'll let you do that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Aaron's first act is he raises up his arm and Bolshevath flies out, but then turns into its whip form and wraps around his arm all the way up to his shoulder, causing like a black flame to erupt along the edge, and an ethereal black sword pops out from his fist and runs over at the old lady and pierces it right through her flesh. So that is my what is it called? The agonizing touch, which is a 25 to hit.
Yep, that's definitely a hit.
Wow, I rolled nearly max damage on that. So 18, 20 necrotic damage.
Nice.
So in your previous battle with the old lady, you guys noticed that necrotic damage doesn't. Look at the wrong one. She seems to have a resistance to it, but for some reason this damage doesn't seem. She's unable to resist it. So what's the total again?
20.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll initiative. So I'll put you in the order.
18. Definitely inspired by that. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So let's see. Who is within? I think all of you guys are within what? 30 feet,
Right
40 feet of her.
No, I'm in the other room.
That's true. Okay, so it's the end of the round. If you are within 50 feet, I need a con save. Back to our.
Yeah, 14 total.
Wow, that was pretty good.
And I have a 7.
Rolled super low. I got an 11.
Okay. DC is 22. It's the cold damage. It's 34 if you have resistance. 17, you know the drill.
wait a minute.
If anybody is anybody outside that?
Hold on. So, wait a minute. This is a con save. Sorry. Trying to.
What was the DC?
DC is 22 for her.
All right.
Yeah.
I rolled a 23.
Okay, you take half.
And then it's what kind of damage? Cold damage?
Yeah.
Even the kid doesn't like it either.
How much is the damage again?
34.
All right.
So 17 is half, and then half of that is
8.
9. 8. So I take 8 damage.
Yep. So,
Some just freeze to death and fall off of Moonflower. Most of them.
okay, so everybody in this room, everybody in here, go ahead and let's see. Aaron, you're right up close, so give me an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Um, 20.
Okay, that just misses.
Okay.
And everybody give me a dex save. Therio, go ahead and give me advantage.
Okay.
It's cocked. Fuck.
I got a 19, but I'm using my favorite of the gods. 24.
Okay.
I'm going to include my Dark One's own luck on that, and it doesn't help. So I have a 16 total.
I
got a 20.
Okay.
11 on that one too.
So not too much. So the old lady takes this attack from Aaron. She seems before she didn't seem very bothered by your presence, but now she seems a bit disturbed by it. And she transforms into a dragon, smashing the roof and damaging the building as it comes right down. You all dive out of the way. The DC was 12. It's only 7 damage if you failed and 3 if you succeeded.
22.
Yeah, you made it. So you take 3 damage. Just pieces of the building coming down, and she is now transformed into full form.
Where will we get cupcakes now?
And we are at the top of the round, Rothgar.
Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and attack her as many times as I can. All right. 25 to hit. 11 damage.
All right.
First attack. Second attack now. 15's not going to hit her yet. No, I have advantage. Because we're flank, or are we still flanking?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. Fuck. That's still not going to hit, unfortunately. Third attack is natural 19, which is a crit for me. So that's going to be, let's see. .24 slashing. And a 50 on my die, on my percentage.
Okay. Yeah, just double damage.
Yeah, okay. So since I crit, I get one more bonus action attack. So let's do that right quick. Good thing I have advantage. All right, fuck. 18 to hit.
No.
Yeah. All right, that is my turn.
All right, Theria, then Arin.
All right. I guess I'm going to keep shooting. I don't really have too many other options here. Almost out of spells. All right. Let's shoot again. 28.
Yep.
And a 28.
There you go.
All right. 7, 17, 24, 36. 36 half damage, or whatever
Okay.
it is.
All right. She is struck with the fire. Arin, you're up.
Was anybody in the back room, like cooks or anything, that might have been
Yeah.
killed by the dragon?
No, none of them were killed. A couple were injured, but they're continuing to bake because business must continue.
All right.
So with Arin, because the old lady transformed, does that mean that there's some distance between her and Arin now as she moved away, or to give herself room?
No, you're still close.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. Arin is going, his blasters begin going in different directions, and he chants Haruk Mar, and then 4 black bolts pop out of his cannons and grow in size into these like inky kind of facsimiles, kind of appearing similar to Aaron, and they're flying in the air, and you can see Aaron mentally command these things, and then they start blasting at the old lady. So that is each blast is plus 10. So so one is a 28, then a 23, an 18, and a 20. So 2 misses, 2 hits.
Yep.
Which is 12 fire damage. So that was an action and a bonus action. And then Aaron is using action surge. To cast blindness on the old lady. And so she needs to make DC 18. I believe it's Constitution saving throw, or she's blind. And so he says, Aaron shouts out, Maledictus Oculus!
What's the DC?
18.
Okay. She passes.
All right.
Okay. She will use one of her. So I have disadvantage against you, Rothgar?
No, it's something more than that. So anytime she wants to try and hit me, I roll to see if it hits one of my duplicates dead, which have their own or AC.
Gotcha.
Let's see here. So I got to roll a d20. She's swinging at me, I'm guessing.
She is swinging her tail at Arin and Rothgar. She whips it around. So for Rothgar, that's 25.
Yeah, that's going to hit me.
Okay.
Instead of my duplicates.
And Arin, that's a 16.
That is a miss. So Aaron is able to deftly duck under it, despite his injured arm with his shield hanging uselessly. He's still able to avoid the blow.
I like to imagine all of Rothgar's illusionary doubles going, phew.
That's 20 bludgeoning damage, and I need a dex save.
For me?
Yep.
Remember I don't know if you guys remember the guy from Star Search who used to come out as the Jacksons, where he had the dummies with the poles between them. So he was basically one guy with like the other Jacksons with him. That's what I imagine Hrothgar and his doubles are like.
I have a 20 on my dex save.
You are knocked prone.
God damn it.
And all the duplicates just kind of stand and look at you and point. All right. Let's see. That was her legendary action. Now it's her action. So, all right. So it will be 2 more claws at Hrothgar, depending on what his duplicates are. So,
indeed.
Claw number 1, 32. I think that's a hit.
Yeah, he's gonna hit. She's gonna hit one of the duplicates.
Okay.
So one of the duplicates is
vanishes.
Snuffed out. Yeah.
Okay, and 23.
Hits another duplicate.
Okay. And then she turns to bite Arn, and before she says, something's different about you.
I attack her.
Okay.
Aaron just sneers.
That was a 30 to hit.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that one.
I'm going to use my inspiration. Ooh. A glorious inspiration turned a 1 into a 20.
Wow.
20 total or natural 20?
Natural 20.
Whoa.
Damn.
So 16 damage for that, and then a 78 on the percentage.
Okay. All right.
I know he's got it. Did he take his damage already? No.
No, I haven't told him.
All right.
Okay. Roll another D8.
Oh, 1.
Okay, so what's the total damage to her?
What did I say? 17 plus, I guess, the 1. 18.
Okay. All right. You nail her really good. You can tell that you have injured her in some way. Orin gets bit. You take 27 piercing and 29 cold.
Okay. I have resistance to the cold. So that's are we gonna go with 14 cold?
Yep.
So 14 cold, and then what was the piercing damage?
27.
Okay.
It is now Sully.
I'm going to maneuver my way over to Soul Wrench, which the area in 10 feet around me is difficult terrain for you, Soul Wrench, but it's still probably worth it. I'm going to cast.
I can fly.
Okay. So I'm going to twin cast Death Ward on myself and Soul Wrench.
Ooh.
So
Thank you, sir.
if you go to 0 hit points, you automatically have 1 hit point. Or if she uses any death effect, you can expend this to negate it. And then I'm just going to stay there because, as I assume, you need healing, which I'll do next turn.
I appreciate that. Soul Wrench nods his nods at you and thanks.
It's more than I'll ask than me.
Now, is that rough terrain around you because of your investiture of ice?
Yeah.
Okay. So then that would probably even affect flying, I imagine.
I'd have to look that up. Let me see. Now it's the ground.
Okay.
Although it's already icy around her, so.
All right, Moonflower.
So he sees the old lady in dragon form. She's very large. They lock eyes, and she feels the tingles of confusion. So she has to make a wisdom save. 17 is the DC.
She does not feel confused. She's a bit hungry.
All right. Is there is the shop completely broken, or just like there's like a hole in the roof?
The walls are up, but there's huge cracks in them, and the ceiling is about destroyed.
Is that the same for my room?
Yeah, the roof is essentially caved in, but the workers keep on working.
Is
Level of dedication is
so I'm outside the front. Do I see any donuts or pastries on the on display?
Yes, you do.
I run up to the donuts and I put a couple in my pocket.
Okay. You also notice that some of the townsfolk is crowded around and very, very upset at what is going on. You can hear the bell in the city going off for the town guard. This is a calamity that the bakery is under attack. At this
Yeah,
point,
it's the freaking bakery that's under attack.
So we could see the town, or
yeah, it's in the town.
I mean we can see the town's folks.
Yeah, if you look, just scan, you can see them around.
Okay.
Hold on one second. So Theria, give me a wisdom roll. Just add your wisdom modifier and your proficiency.
Okay. 12 plus 3 plus, what's our proficiency at this level?
5.
So 20.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. I was like, what the
What?
hell is that?
I hear that.
No. Talking to one particular player who's, I don't know what the hell. It's like, okay, so at this time, it appears that 3 elves just appear in the room. They are carrying swords. They look to be like typical guards, maybe in Calico.
They appear in the front room.
Yeah, they appear in the
Like
room.
they teleport in?
Yeah, like they didn't come through the front door. They just kind of showed up.
I need to learn that ability.
Do they look confused?
No, they look ready for action. They are now next to Auron and
Goddamn
appear
Auron.
to be defending him. The old lady kind of looks around. She notices these elves in the room, and her look, she kind of squints her eyes, and you can see the look on her face now is more of anger. So, Rothgar, you're up.
I just look at the 2 newcomers and start swinging some more.
Okay.
Well, okay. So I could do that too. I just did. I got this guy, this one right next to me. You know, whatever. Yeah. So swing. Fuck. That's an. Oh, do I still have advantage after I get up? Of course. 'Cause I think I can knock down. Am I still flanking?
You can always move if my moving messed up the flanking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can move and get advantage.
Okay. Because I don't want to roll one.
But it'd be so much fun.
Nah.
For whom?
I prefer this. 22 to hit,
Okay, yep.
14 slashing.
All right.
Um, 29 to hit. Dang. For 9 slashing. I haven't done that little damage in a long time. Last attack. Give me a crit. Give me a crit, you fucker. Come on. Almost. Not quite. 30 to hit. 17 slashing.
Okay.
This I'm curious about this Troll's recovery ability you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it an action to do this, or is it like a Troll's ability where I can just have it happen at the beginning of my turn?
It'd be like a bonus action.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. I got nothing else to use my bonus action on at the moment.
Okay.
So I recover 8 HP, and I guess I got to roll a percentage here.
Correct.
So is it below?
The bigger number should be what you want. Whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, guys. You don't want me to roll below 20.
It's a 19, isn't it?
It's a 9.
Oh,
Brilliant.
yes. Yes.
So I turn into a troll.
Yes,
again.
you do. Yep.
Can I?
Have fun.
All right, as a reaction to that, Hold on. As a reaction to that, I'm going to use my stopwatch.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, good.
I think since it's just the last action rather than the round, it's got a higher. I don't know if
Right.
that have to roll
Basically, what you can do is just have him re-roll that.
in. Okay.
Okay.
Don't fuck it up, dude.
Just keep using it.
He yells
You also have inspiration.
No, I used my inspiration.
Well, you can have my inspiration if you really need it.
Alrighty. 53.
Okay. You do not turn into a troll. So nobody notices that except for you, Theria.
Yeah, keep that handy.
All right. It's the old lady's going to use a legendary action and wing attack you, Rothgar. 20. I don't think that hits.
Well, it might hit my duplicate.
Yeah, that's true.
It does not hit my duplicate. It hits me. No, I'm going to use. It would hit me, but I am going to go ahead and use a shield spell from my ring, so that it does not hit me.
Okay. All right. So it goes to strike you and strikes the shield instead, Theria, then Arin.
Clang. So from where I am, I'm assuming the dragon is sort of moving its way around, facing the different people in the room.
Yep.
Based on what I saw in the last round, is it likely that if it turns to attack somebody, I might be able to get an attack at its back?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I'd like to hold my action, and when it exposes its back to me, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to run at it. I'm going to use my, what is this called? Fleet of foot to dash towards it, and then use the really bad short sword. Yeah.
Okay.
Eternal wounding.
Guys, I'm going to wound it eternally.
Arin, you're up.
All right. So there's a moment where Arin his head kind of goes like, and the 4 conjured creatures of his kind of briefly blink out of existence before returning. And then he commands them to fire on the old lady. So 24, natural 1, 28, and 26. So
Inspiration.
I'm not going to use it for one of my minions.
Oh, it's for them. Yeah, no. They'll be fine.
So the percentile for the minion is a 50.
Yeah, just embarrasses itself.
Okay. So otherwise that is...
It trips even though it's flying.
That's 18 fire damage from the minions. And then Arin, he begins chanting in a strange language that you've never heard him chant in before. And as he does that, you can see his shoulder cannons get a bit larger as he begins summoning power into them, conjuring motes of darkness that begin swirling around them, charging within the beholder eye stalks that are still within the cannon's muzzle as a focus of the energy, and begins drawing in this darkness until a burst of dark energy arcs towards the old lady, wreathing her in this vicious black pulse. And then also splashes one of these elves that popped in as well. So within 10 feet of me, the area is becomes dimly lit, and then the old lady and the elf have to make dexterity saving throws, DC 18.
Okay, passed.
All right, 35 necrotic damage if it failed, half of that if it succeeds.
Yeah, you see, it seems like the damage, where she was resistant before, she is unable to resist some of this damage. She looks at you, and so she starts to move her wings in an attempt to fly out of the bakery.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Because I used my reaction.
Yeah, that's what I figured you were going to do.
No, I can't opportunity attack her because I use shield.
Okay, and I just have to figure out what I want to do.
So she's getting ready, but she hasn't left yet.
No, she is in the process of leaving. She is flying away.
Can I change my held action?
Yes, you sure can. Go ahead.
All right, then I'm going to run at her and try to grapple her with my whip and climb up onto her.
Okay.
Because I'm fucking nuts.
One trick pony, this one.
All right. It's not a pony, it's a pegacorn.
Yeah.
All right. I got a 22 on my attack roll with the whip.
Yep, that's a hit.
All right. There's no way I'm going to beat her with a freaking grapple check, though. But let's give it a try.
It's possible if within inspiration I can cast Hex
Hold on a second.
before that happens.
I got a 26.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're able. What? You're just like grabbing her with the whip and like holding on.
So I can climb up.
Yeah, you're able to climb up as she is starting to fly away.
So I can use a spell to make an attack of opportunity. Could I, assuming she does her will save, but she won't, could I bestow Curse to reduce her flying speed to 0?
Yeah, you sure can.
Nice.
5th level, bestow Curse. She has to make a DC 19 wisdom save.
I needed a 5 to pass. I rolled a 4. I shall give myself inspiration.
Flop around randomly like she can't control them.
Yeah, she can't, and everybody seems to get the impression that it's Theria that has grappled her and keeping her on the ground. She is unable to move.
Are the camera guys there?
No, you guys bamped out without them.
Ah, damn it.
So she looks around and she says, "You have all been betrayed." And I'm the only one that can help you. Sully, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to shock and grasp her.
Okay.
While saying, if you're trying to help us, you probably shouldn't have attacked us back there in Ice World. Natural 20.
Nice.
What?
92.
Boom.
Boom. Boom, shalaka. 92. That's 3 times the damage.
Nice.
Some force lightning going on there.
.41 lightning damage.
Ride the lightning.
All right. She is going to use.
And she loses her reaction.
Okay.
Boom.
She's going to use a legendary action and go after Aaron with the wing attack. 32.
That's a hit.
Okay, make a deck save.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. Ooh, 19.
You are knocked prone and you take 21 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. As that happens, Aaron shouts in an unrecognizable language, and the elves launch themselves at the wings to grapple and stab into them to prevent her from breaking whatever it is that Theria has done to keep her from flying away.
Okay.
You saw me say the words.
I can't hear you over the flapping.
All right, Moonflower.
So is her head able to move?
Yeah.
All that, she just can't.
She doesn't seem to be able to fly away. She's stuck.
Okay. I'm going to take flight. So my wings pop out, and I'm going to fly up closer to her head.
That's it. Marker. Inability to fly. That's good.
What?
Marker. Inability to fly.
Well, and then I'm going to use a violent scream. So Moonflower lets forth a deafening scream and aims it right at her head.
All right.
So that is a con save.
All right. What's the DC?
17.
Okay. Yeah, she just made it.
She takes 21 thunder damage.
Thunder, thunder, thunder.
Thunder.
So she appears, she kind of shakes it off. The scream just erupts from Moonflower. She tries to shake it off, but she seems to be having a hard time doing that. At this point, she generally seems like she's struggling. Could care less about the team struggling. Rothgar, you're up.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
As a bonus.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. The wings are a bonus action. So, next turn.
All right.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna attack her some more because that's what I like to do. So she's still on the ground. Then she wasn't able to take off.
Yep.
I'll make sure to then keep myself maneuvered in such a manner to have advantage. 28 to hit.
Yep.
11 damage. 30 to hit. 12 damage. Last attack. That's a 19 to hit, unfortunately.
All right.
I don't believe that hits.
Nope.
I'm gonna. It worked so well last time. I'm gonna continue with the troll recovery here.
As far as you know.
I recovered 10 hit points. And percentage. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's 77.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. All right, she is going to use a legendary action. She speaks some words. Draconic.
I'm going to counterspell. A fire action.
Huh? Rothgar, give me a wisdom save.
I'm going to counterspell whatever she's doing.
Okay.
So I only have third level slots for this. So if it's third level or lower, it fails.
Okay.
If it's higher, I can make a roll.
All right. Let me. I am going to guess it is not a third level spell, but why don't you go ahead and roll, and that will determine whether I even have to look it up.
That is a 17.
All right.
If it's 8th or 9th level, it will work. 7th or lower, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It just she speaks, and Rothgar, you can feel your arms like getting weaker and weaker, like you can barely hold your axe, but it vanishes. You think maybe you had a stroke, but you're fine.
Does Moonflower understand these words?
Yeah, it was some sort of draconic curse that she was attempting to do. So you can tell that she is now even more visibly upset. Theria, then Arin.
All right. I guess I'm going to stab her. Do I get any modifier for being on her back?
I don't. No, you don't.
All right. And I will swing once. 27. And I will swing again. 17.
Yeah, one hit.
All right. This is 3d6, right?
Yeah.
14 plus 5 is 19. And now she is eternally wounded.
That is not a happy child.
And then I'm gonna shout to her that if she's got something to tell us, she better tell us quick, because she's not gonna last too much longer taking this assault.
Okay, Arin, you're up.
All right, so Arin makes a kind of quick motion with his hand, and his inky black minions each dive for the old lady's wings, trying to further tear them to shreds with their blades. So first one is a 22, and a 24, 15, and a 22.
Okay.
So that is 24 slashing damage from those guys. And then Arin's cannons once more unleash a flurry of this black energy coursing through the old lady. And then strangely, once again, another splash happens on one of the elves that are wrestling against her. So she needs another dexterity save, DC 18.
Yeah, she passed.
Okay, so then that is, if she hadn't passed, it'd be 30 necrotic, but now it's 15 necrotic.
Okay. So,
prior to all of this, though, he slowly gets up, one arm still dangling at his side, and then he does all that.
okay. So she whips her tail around, going after Rothgar and Arin. Rothgar, 20. I don't think that hits. I don't know. All right. Arin, 32.
That's a hit.
Give me a dex save.
16.
Okay. You're knocked prone. You take 26 bludgeoning damage. So she whips her tail around trying to strike you guys. And Rothgar, did that hit? Does a 20 hit you? Yeah? You're muted. You're muted. We cannot hear you.
Sorry. Yeah, it does hit. But I got a 23 on the dex save, so.
Okay. So you take 17, 24 bludgeoning damage. So she kind of just whips her tail around, striking you guys. And then as she swings around, she sort of begins to fall over. And she suddenly transforms back into an old woman. And now Theria is on top of her. And she's dead.
Yeah.
What?
You saying she's dead?
Yes, she is now deceased. And as she is falling, transforming, the last words you hear, Theria, is something about, I have been deceived.
Wait, she has been deceived?
That's what her last words were. The elves who were hacking away at her wings are now on the ground because she is transformed into this old woman. They get up and stand and then cross their arms and vanish.
I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals to pull my daughter here.
As Arin gets up, clearly in a great deal of pain, he does a little swirl of his fingers, and his conjured minions begin hacking the old woman to pieces. And then
before your minions chop her up completely, let Moonflower eat her brain, and maybe we'll learn something.
I thought they disappeared anyway.
These are other minions.
My inky minions, and they purposely hack into her even before that. You could say that, like they're just going to work, and Arin actually gets off one more blast of his umbral bolt to really hammer home.
I mean, I'm on top of her.
You might want to make a save.
She's an old lady, and I'm on top of her. So,
Yep.
Unless you're attacking me, you're not attacking anybody.
Yeah. Too bad we
well,
didn't get that on camera.
The minions are going to be pushing you off of her then, as they try to rip her away and start hacking her.
Well, good luck with that, because I have the steady stance feat, so it's not likely you're going to be able to push me off. Yeah, I'm not moving. So unless you want to contest me, I'm not moving.
Arin gives you one chance to move away because he's got a lot of mad beef with this lady, and you can see it in his eyes. Like if you don't move, he might blast you with this umbral bolt in the way.
You mean his one good eye right now?
Yeah.
I hold my hand up in front of his one good eye.
All right, Moonflower, come over here and eat the brain.
Thank you, Theria. And Moonflower is like beyond excited. Like this is like the primest of the primest brains that one could eat.
And I'll act like I'm getting off of her, but very slowly, so that Moonflower can come over and eat the brain.
He just like
Aaron's not even. He's not waiting. He's gonna blast.
Take your best shot.
All right. So the blast is gonna cover the lady and Theria if Theria's not out of the way.
and
For
Moonflower swooping in.
well, if Moonflower is gonna be swooping in,
I'm gonna count.
Okay, it's a 6th level spell.
That's 24.
And I've got Warding Flare, which gives you disadvantage on whatever you're doing.
Well, it's not an attack roll, but it got counterspelled, so.
No, okay. So once again, it looks like I did it. Just, yeah. All right, eat the damn brain before I get killed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying Moonflower swoops in, like, he does not wait. He just, like, latches, and, like, he latches. You hear a sucking. It just, and then he's just sitting and he's enjoying it.
There's a crowd that the onlookers have now come, like, through the wreckage of the bakery, and then are going, go, 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 go.
If mind flayers could have orgasms, Moonflower would be having one right now. Like, how in heaven he is with this brain. Not only how delicious it is, but
while Moonflower is using fluids out of every pore, I'm gonna go look for cupcakes.
Okay.
And once Moonflower finishes, Aaron's going to continue to destroy the body.
I move aside.
Into pieces.
Yeah.
Peter, I say,
whispering very mechanically something about how she cannot be allowed to resurrect.
Peter, I sent you an email.
Yes, you did.
Moonflower will get out of the way. He
Yeah. Hrothgar just takes a seat at whatever remaining intact chair there is and just starts chugging.
So I turn to Moonflower and I ask him if he learned anything about what the lady was talking about at the end. About betrayal.
Got to digest this shit first.
All right.
Yeah. It usually takes one long rest until I learn something. But I will let you know as soon as I receive a memory.
Sometimes.
Is there anything we can search?
What?
Is there any of the body left that we can search? Or is it just a puddle at this point?
Yeah, it's a big mess. Missing brain and just parts that are just being butchered by these minions. There's just like, it's more like ooze.
Did I ever pick up my bone bow?
I think so, yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta do better keeping track of my shit. All right, I need a rest.
We all.
Yes. That would be good.
So, Aaron, where were you? What happened to you?
I don't really recall too much. All I know is I was in some kind of black abyss moments before the lady crashed into me.
You seem to come back.
I lost my senses, and then I woke up not too far away from the shop.
I remember those nights.
I heard the commotion, and I knew that she was there. And I assumed that you were there as well. So I had to make sure that she was finished.
You returned in the nick of time. With some new friends, though.
What's that?
I'm healed up. You were
Healed
when you vanished away. Well, last time we saw you, but you came back much stronger than you left us.
I don't know about strong. And he kind of does one of these. This looks strong.
Stronger than you left us. Last I saw you were bobbing in the water, half dead. In fact, we kind of expected to find your smushed body in Calico when we got here.
Whatever
So
chance
sort of dragged off the field.
You don't remember anything else?
No, whatever chance of fate may have saved me from being crushed beneath that monster, I can't recall.
That doesn't sound like Princess.
What's that?
That doesn't sound like Princess.
I'm guessing he was dead at that point.
Are you sure you don't remember anything? Maybe we should have Moonflower eat your brain.
I'm made of bronze. I don't have brains.
We've been adventuring with him for a while, Rothgar. We can all confirm he has no brains.
Just going for a light snack, I guess. Perhaps we should find a place to rest.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yes, I need to take at least a couple of hours to mend my arm and my eye.
I actually have a magic suit of casual wear that doesn't do me any good, but be useful for one of you. Gives you the lucky feet.
Gives you the what?
Lucky feet.
What is lucky feet?
I would totally use that.
D20 luck rolls. You basically can just decide when you make a D20 roll or when somebody's attacking you to re-roll it. You use the luck point. You have 3 luck points a day.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
I don't know if I could wear it. And my wings might shred it if they decide to come out. Unless we modded it during a turn or so, or during a rest to make it not happen.
You could just, it'll be all bunched up on the sleeves and legs on Rothgar, but
I have plenty of things that I probably shouldn't roll low on.
I imagine it like this lucky wear, like to kind of look like a leprechaun's outfit. like bright green. It comes with the top hat.
Fancy. This is casual wear. Little green suits.
I mean, Casual is subjective.
It's like a tracksuit. Adidas logo.
A high-end tracksuit for a dog.
So, and would you be able to wear this underneath armor?
Yeah, it's like a shirt slot. I mean, you usually wear something underneath your heavy metal armor.
Yeah, I know, but
Not
like,
you, obviously, you go commando, but the rest of us.
yeah, it's got like the band-aids over the nipples to prevent chafing is all.
So while you guys are talking about casual wear and nipples chafing, Aaron looks around and he asks, "Where are Danville and the Cardinal?"
Oh yeah, we lived in back on the ice river. We couldn't all jump in here and get killed by a dragon. We figured they were safer in the Shadowfell.
Okay.
Remember, we kind of expected that we'd jump through and then the dragon would be right there, like right in the arena where we appeared. So all the wounded and non-combatants we left behind. And Danville's there to protect them.
Well,
It made a lot more sense before we got here.
Peter, I sent you an email.
Very good. Let me look. Ooh, message. Ooh, message.
So I imagine Jock House is empty. You can go back and see if that's there.
Yeah.
Break in and sleep there.
Of course, the last time we spent 8 hours there, it was fucking 8 years. So
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'm still unsure as to how much time actually passed in our world during that, but
yeah, the crowd and the townspeople are all in there. Everybody, they're passing out cupcakes for all of you, and very happy that the bakery has been saved. They've already begun repairing the roof, and delivery people are coming in to make their deliveries. Out of the back room comes a small child, Theria's daughter. And as one of the kind people of Calico offers her a cupcake, she slams it in the person's face and says, "Get that away from me."
Sorry, go ahead.
What do you want, Father?
Father?
Mother?
She just assumed you're gender fluid.
It's not very obvious what gender I am, to be honest, under this robe. I'll walk off to the side with her and have a chat with her.
Okay.
And as I'm walking, I'll cast a few mending cantrips on broken pieces of the building.
All right. Okay, so let us. This is probably a good place to take a quick 5-minute break. I can send some info out, and then we can pick it up here.
Okay.
yeah.